Here are 7 quick tips every MUT 26 pro does. Number 1, a quick time saver when you're playing solo challenges, solo seasons, the event against the CPU, any CPU event, and you're about to score a touchdown. Because if, say for example, I'm playing a solo challenge like this that's going to require me to score a touchdown or pass for a certain amount of yards, and I simply run into the end zone, after doing so, it's going to pop up this celebration animation. My guy's going to have to do some showboat. It's going to take me 10, maybe even 20 seconds to go through and get to the loading screen where I can click the next challenge or back out. As you can see, it's not done yet. That took at least 10 seconds. Now here's the fix. Anytime you're playing a solo challenge or playing solo seasons and you are about to run into the end zone, this is the trick you can follow to ensure that you don't have to waste any of that time. When you're about to get into the end zone, you need to get to the middle of the football field, and right as you're about to score, you're going to showboat right there. The final 1 or 2 yards, you showboat, and you're going to skip that entire celebration animation. As you can see, it took 1 second and we're done. And again, for those of you that don't know how to showboat, it is holding down both triggers and X. You're going to hold both triggers down at the same time and X. And remember, you got to get to the middle of the field and then you got to showboat those final 2 yards to skip that animation. That'll save you a bunch of time whenever you're playing a solo or any CPU event. Now, as we back out of these solos, if you want to stay up to date with more Madden Ultimate Team tips and tricks just like this, I post them every single day on this channel to save you time, get you free players, or make you free coins. And by hitting that red subscribe button, that'll just show you a little bit more of my content on your homepage. It'll basically make sure if there's a really good video, you're going to see it. So if you don't want to miss out on that stuff, hit that red subscribe button. It is free and it's going to guarantee that you make more coins, get more free players, and save more time in game. Tip number 2, EA Sports introduced a brand new strategy items section in Madden 26 Ultimate Team that's going to allow you to put strategy cards in your lineup for every single position, not just offense and defense. To get Madden 26 Ultimate Team coins for your account at the cheapest price on the internet, check out MMOEXP by clicking the link in the description and use the promo code SWIFT to save an additional 8% on your order. Now, the way you access that is by going to your lineup screen, clicking strategy items right here, and you are going to see that there's one for your quarterback, one for your wide receiver, tight end, and running back, offensive line, D-line, and DBs. Here are the cards you need and that every single pro is using. And pro tip on a pro tip, to find these cards in the easiest way possible, go to the catalog right here, filter it on over by the type, and you're going to put in strategy items, and that will show you every single strategy card in this game. We're going to scroll on down to the boosts. Now, the first card that I strongly suggest everyone pick up is the zone coverage DB one for +2 zone in your entire secondary. That is big if you play zone. I play zone. That's 14,000 coins for a must. Next up, I would argue the number 1 thing that every single person needs, gunslinger on their quarterback, +2 throw power, the most important stat on a QB for 20k. That's a wicked good deal. That's a necessity. In the 3 spot, I'm actually going to put +2 strength to the offensive line. Getting 5 players with arguably the most important stat boost for only 12k, that's a great deal. That's one you need. And then the 4th and final one that I'll say is a necessity is defensive line block shedding. Beyond that, you can do whatever you like with your wide receiver, running back, and tight end card. I'm going medium route running. That is fully up to you. If you want the linebacker one, you can grab that as well. But those are the necessity cards that every pro is using. Now, before we get into tip number 3, NFL football is being played today, and your boy's been able to profit over $400 making picks on NFL preseason. I can't lie, preseason picks, it's actually been more predictable and easier than regular season. So if you're watching this video, want to try out some picks like the ones you see on the screen right here for the game tonight, I will leave Underdog linked down below in the description. Underdog is the place where I make all my picks. The reason why is they give us a gross amount of specials, free picks, and discounts. And they're actually running a pretty sick offer where if you sign up with the promo code SWIFT and make any pick, so a $5 pick, a $10 pick, any pick, make your first pick, you're automatically going to get $50 deposited into your account. That is only if you use the promo code SWIFT. So click that link in the description. My picks Discord is also linked in the description where I post every single one of my picks absolutely free. Tip number 3, let's make sure our settings are right in Madden Ultimate Team. You are going to click the pause button at any point in MUT, whether you're on the Field Pass tab, the Marketplace tab, whatever screen you're on, click the pause tab, which is the game options tab right here on PlayStation. And there are 2 settings we're going to change. Number 1, for our passing, I'd recommend you go placement and accuracy and set your reticle speed to 9 or 10. That is a nice setting you're going to want to use. Everything else should be base and default, but those are 2 things you're going to want to change. And then my friend who's much better at this game than I am, as well as some other competitive players, they have turned defensive heat seeker assist on and changed the defensive heat seeker window size to 200%. I believe what this is going to do is it's going to make it way easier to make open field tackles. It's not going to move you directly to the player, but it's going to move you in the direction of wherever the running back is, the wide receiver is. It's just going to make things easier, honestly, to make sure you don't miss tackles. Turn that on. It's a cheat code. Tip number 4, this is one that I'm sure you guys are going to groan when I say it in today's video, but go to practice mode right here, click offense only, and click X to click play. There's one thing you got to do. And this is not fun, but it is a necessity. What I would recommend you do, just take a minute, take 2 minutes, go into practice mode and practice kicking field goals. If you have played online in Madden Ultimate Team, EA Sports made kicking field goals way harder, and I got to practice this this because I'm missing my kicks. Now, here's one tip I can give you. Obviously, if you couldn't tell, I'm no pro at this, but the one thing that I would do is I would line it up the same way every single time you do it. So if you want to kick field goals every time and have it bounce off the right edge and then click when it's going left, or bounce off the left edge and click when it's going right, I would just use the same way every single time. For me, I let it bounce off the right edge and then I try and time it up right there. That time we hit the kick pretty easily. And yeah, honestly, I find that a much easier approach because then you're basically doing the same thing every time. For me, I'm just going to hit X when I see the bar hit the first white line. That's kind of what I'm doing. And then we're hopefully going to make our kick. As you guys can see, might have been too low power right there. But regardless, getting the X line up in the middle is the main thing. I'm kind of looking for it to bump off the line on the right. And then once it bumps off the line on the right, then I hit X and hopefully we make our kick. Okay, I clearly suck and I got to practice a little more. That's why you got to practice. Tip number 5. This one is kind of a cheat code. I can't lie. Go on over to your sets, scroll on down to the bottom. And as you guys will see, there's a cut to MUT crossover exchange set. We might have a method for this. Now, first things first, if you did not get this token, I would log on to College Football Ultimate Team right now, ASAP, click around a little bit, go on to cut, open up a pack, just do a couple of things to see if you get that to trigger. But here's where we kind of can go crazy. If you have EA Play, you should be able to download College Football Ultimate Team as a trial through EA Play, which is electric. You can download the trial for free. You can log on to Cut 26. You can click around a little bit, and I don't know for a fact if this will work, but I've heard it work for some, that you will then get this XP token, which gives you 125,000 XP. It's not like 10k, 20k, which probably wouldn't be worth your time. It's 125k XP. That's 5 full levels for doing this token. Now, obviously, like I said, I've heard this work from some. I've heard it doesn't work from others, but it is worth trying on your account, especially if you have EA Play. You can download College Football Ultimate Team for free. Click around, see if you get this. Why not? It's worth a try. Tip number 6, if you are an online player like myself, it is important that you are playing the game at the right time, boys. And in terms of when you want to play online for the best matchups possible, and when I say best, I mean kind of the easiest matchups possible, the time to target, in my opinion, is between 4 and 9 Eastern time. The reason why I say 4 and 9 Eastern time is because before 4 o'clock Eastern time, the only people that are on this game, realistically, play this game a lot. If you're on this game before Eastern time, you're kind of like myself, where either it's your job to play this game, or maybe you're just able to work from home, so you're able to be on the game a good bunch. If you're on early, typically you're pretty good. But the people that are on between 4 and 8, you're going to get way more casual players, people that just got home from school, people that just got home from work, and realistically, you can get some easier matchups in there, or just more competitive matchups. It's just less likely you'll match up with someone who's an absolute demon. And if you play really late at night, I've also found that the matchups tend to be pretty tough. The easiest time to play, in my opinion, from everything I've seen, is 4 o'clock to 8 o'clock Eastern time. That's just a quick tip, though. I'm not going to sit here and say that if it's like 3 o'clock, don't play Ultimate Team, put your remote down, don't play a game online. That's not true, but that's just something to keep in the back of your mind. Or if you're in a situation where you want to play your Super Bowl, you want to play a big game, then yeah, maybe it's worth playing between 4 and 8 to try and get a better matchup. But if you're just playing ranked or regular seasons, it probably won't make a big difference, but it's just something to know. Tip number 7, if you're playing any win game solo challenges in this game, so if you're an absolute sicko like myself and for some reason you want to torture yourself and play these epic challenges right here, a lot of them are win game solos or the whole quarter is going to have to get run out. Either way, you got to play a good bit. And when you're playing these win game solos, EA made a change to these where if you kneel the ball out and there are less than 2 minutes left on the clock, so say for example, I had played this solo challenge and now I was winning and there were less than 2 minutes on the clock, if you QB kneel, the clock will run all the way out to 0. Now you might be thinking, okay, that's basic. Does that really matter? Well, here's where it does matter. If you're playing a solo challenge like this and you want to make sure you get that run out done, a lot of the time what's going to happen is you might be running the football and just going down. You might be running the football and going down, and you might put yourself in a situation where you got to keep on picking up first downs. Instead, what you should be doing right at the end of the game is get to a situation where it's first down and 10 and there's about 1 minute and 30 seconds on the clock, and then if you QB kneel right there, all the time will run out on a solo challenge like this. If you're playing solo seasons or anything offline, that is absolutely massive because I know those are all win game solos. So just to note, tip number 7, this is one that if you don't know, you're probably spending a little bit too much time playing solo challenges in this game on. When you are playing defensive solos, there is one thing you need to be doing. It seems like every single time we're playing a defensive solo in this game, it's on arcade mode. That's going to help us out a lot when it comes to this method. The way you beat every single defensive solo in this game is by getting a sack on the quarterback and running into the QB manually. That means running into the quarterback with your user, because what that will do is it will force a fumble every single time. As you can see right there, we ran into the quarterback with our user. That is an insta-force fumble. It will happen every single time, and we're going to combine the first method and skip the celebration animation as well. We're just kind of comboing everything for some high-level thinking at the end of the video. But regardless, this is a method you absolutely need to know. If you don't know this, you are probably spending way too much time playing your solo challenges. They can be done very quickly by simply running into the quarterback. You're going to have to click O to click onto whichever defender is closest to the QB, but once you get into a spot where you can run into him, it'll be a fumble every time. It's not going to be a fumble on the running back, but on the quarterback, it works every time. and saves you so much time when you're playing these solos. And honestly, as I was making this video, I was kind of thinking to myself, damn, I'm kind of cooking with these. These tips are probably not going to be known by everyone. So if you did find this one helpful, I'd greatly appreciate it if you scroll down and drop a like. And if you want to stay up to date with more tips and tricks just like this, I'm telling you, hit that red subscribe button and you'll make more coins, you'll get more free players, and you will stay up to date with every single piece of advice. And if you want to check out a video on how to get 3 free legends in MUT 26, click the video on my face. And until next time, I'm out. Love y'all boys. See ya. Peace.